There we go, right there, big one. Ready? That's good enough for me. Come on, walk me home. There's no better way of getting an adrenaline rush than climbing in a cage with meat-eating predators every day of your life. You get it? I only got 2 poses. That was number 1. Here comes number 2. Ready? Take it. This is a way of life. It's not something you just pick up. I was a mechanic last week, and I'm going to start training bears this week. It just doesn't happen that way. It takes years and years and years of time and training. This is an everyday, all-day job. You just don't decide tomorrow you're not going to be around them and call somebody to tiger sit for you.
Oh, yes, he's good boy. Oh, yes, he's good.
I started my first group in 1973, and I sort of semi-retired about 3 years ago. I've had a wonderful life. I traveled all over the world, became one of the most well-known women tiger trainers in the world. You can't go to college to learn how to be an animal trainer. You have to basically be an apprentice under somebody, and there are not too many people doing that. And so it's a very difficult career to get into. You'd have to dedicate at least 5 years in training and working with and learning about training and spending time with the animals and putting together a show. Financially, it would be very, very expensive to start. You're looking at probably $250,000 to get started because of the equipment and the things you'd need to do it.
Right before the holidays, we down at $86 in the bank.
All of our cats eat between 10 to 15 pounds of beef and poultry every day. Plus they get vitamin and mineral supplements. And we have over 30 big cats here, so it's quite a lot of meat. That's our biggest expense, is feeding the predators. I think our monthly nut here is about $8,000 a month. So it's pretty high.
Be careful.
Yeah, I grew up my whole life doing it, so it's not like I went to school for it or you know, something that was just handed down through years and years of working with my family. And, you know, the biggest thing with working with any animal, even a dog at home, is patience. You know, you really just got to have a lot of patience and remember that they're animals and they, you know, they don't understand all the words you say, but if you take your time, you can find a way to talk to them. Just like a puppy dog, it's basically the same thing when you're walking through the living room and your little puppy wants to play and he runs over and grabs you by the ankle and you don't want him to, so you have a newspaper and you tap him on the nose and you say no biting, or you know, or some people use a water bottle and they squirt water on them, or some, you know, people have a million different ways, but it's just a real slow process. Whenever they do it, you have to tell them no, and then you have to reinforce it with a positive. So when they bite you, you say no, but then you pet them and you say be nice, and that kind of counteracts it. I have animals that it takes a couple months and they're already in there and learning stuff. I have other animals that takes years and other animals that it never happens. And that's just part of the deal. That's part of the life, you know. Not all animals are capable of doing things or enjoy it. So those animals that aren't into it, they would live here at the habitat and just have a great day, go swimming all the time and just have a good life, eat good food. The animals that really do enjoy it, though, those are the ones that we go out on the road and do the shows, and it really works out neat because it's animals working to help other animals. You know, it's the only way we know how to get by and to pay the feed bills.
All right, let her hear ya.
All right, that's...
Oh my goodness,
I'm kidding, I'm just kidding. Well, everybody has accidents, you know. When you work around something every day of your life, sooner or later you have a little run-in, you know. Firemen get burned, police officers have problems at work, you know. Well, so do lion and tiger trainers. Normally it's an accident, though, and 90% of the time it's the handler's fault. And if you put yourself in the wrong situation, you know, it's basically your fault. I've had a few accidents, and normally they were my fault. Down and roll. Roll. Oh. It's like taking care of an infant that would eat you. You know, it's basically because they can't get it for themselves. So it's almost like having a newborn kid, but that newborn kid might try to have you for lunch every once in a while. So that's basically the routine daily with these guys. But like I said, we spent the last 14 years of our lives together, and I know that he won't eat me over that little piece of meat, because he's the best tiger in the world, huh? Yes, you are. You're the good boy. Oh, thank you for cleaning that up. Good.